in my inbox, and if they ask me, or if they say, hey, I really like this video and I really like that, I just take whatever I'm given and I roll with that. So if they give me a compliment, thank you for the compliment. Yay, I'm happy I can help. It's not until someone invites me to give advice with a question that we go to the next level, that it's game on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's funny because you remember that time. Well, I know you remember, but I remember watching you on Periscope, and it's kind of the same thing with me. I reached out to you. I had watched all your videos over and over, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's my friend. Like, I felt like we were friends, even though we didn't know each other personally. I was like, and at that time I was with another company, and I decided to reach out to you, and you were like, you were nice, but you was nice, but you still was cutthroat. You was like, you want me? Wait. You asked me, are you in TLC? And I was like, no, I'm with another company. And you was like, so you want me to help you make a decision, and you're in another company. And now that I'm in the business, like, I take it seriously, and I know how professional it is. I definitely see where you were coming from, but at the time I was new to the industry, so I didn't really know. I'm like I said, I thought you was my friend because you were doing all these videos, with your son, and you talking about this. So I was like, okay, I can reach out to her and ask her for advice. But now I look at things totally different.
And I am friendly. But the thing is,
yeah, you are, but
I am, but I'm not. That's what you want to say, Alpha.
Like I said, you was nice, but you was like, what? I mean, what?
What are we doing here?
You're in another company.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I want to know that every single time somebody gets in my inbox. What are we doing here? Because I want to be clear in my communication. Like, if you're just reaching out to me to give me a compliment, cool. But if you're reaching out to me to ask me something, I'm gonna need you to come with that question so we can address it head on. Only because the amount of volume of inboxes that I get, and you know that, Candy, because your videos are starting to pick up, right?
Oh yeah, oh my gosh, yeah.
So you don't have time. You don't have time to entertain. And the irony of this is that when people get to you in the inbox, they want you to get back to them quickly. But a lot of times they beat around the bush with what they want. And for me, it doesn't require all that. Tell me exactly what you want, and I'll tell you whether or not I can give it to you. But we're not gonna play no games.
Yeah, when you told me, you was like, I can't make that decision for you. And then I believe I called you back the next day, and I was like, well, I think
because what you wanted me to do, and this is what a lot of people do. They want you to make things easy for them. You wanted me to tell you, girl, quit your company and join my team. I don't do that.
Yeah. No, you didn't. You didn't.
Now I'm gonna make you feel the pain of not joining my team.
You said, now you prayed about it. What you gonna do? You gonna join me or not? You don't have that much time. And then you did end up telling me, like, I really don't do that, but I've never done that with anybody before. But I had to make a decision, a quick decision. So, but yeah, I remember I called, and the thing is, I was scared, but I was like, I know she can help me because we're friends. Because that's why I said, when people start watching your videos, they do feel like you're like, oh, this is my friend. Like, she can help me, even though they're in another company. And it's not that we don't want to help, but we can't give. Not that we can't give out free information.
You have to pay attention to who you give your time to. It's no different than dating. Right. I don't know why people act like the sales relationship is different than any other relationship. It's not. If you have a good friend who's always got your back, who's always there for you, good times, bad times, that's going to be your doggone friend that when they call, you pick up the phone. If you got a shady, shisty friend, right, who's never there for you, you don't spend time with them. It's no different in sales. It's because sales is not even really about the sale. It's about the relationship you have with that person. Customers that respect me, man, I will give them the world. Customers that disrespect me or act crazy or act like I'm supposed to not take care of my son, to deal with some wishy-washiness and act like I'm working a flea market, they ain't got to worry about me. But customers that give me the same respect I give them, I will, man, what you want? I'll pass on any savings I got. Hey, you want a sample of this? You want a sample of that? Girl, I threw this in too. It ain't no problem.
Yeah.
But you gotta weed people out quickly. You have to weed. And like I said, this is not even about sales. This is about life. If you entertaining some ratchet dude who want to treat you like a side piece, and you want to be like, well, just tell me, are you gonna commit to me? Man, he's telling you every day with his actions. He's telling you every day when you call. This is about relationships. It's not complicated. But when people start trying to put it in this box, like, well, the sales process, man, the relationship between you and that person. I talk to people that want to talk to me, and if you don't talk quickly, you ain't got to worry about me. It's just that simple. And then what I'm trying to get y'all to understand, and y'all are getting it, because I see J Baby cut videos, I see you cut videos, Rose is killing it in her private group, Veronica with that New Orleans accent. I told her, I said, girl, and she's not even really from New Orleans, but I love her little twang. I said, girl, and she's bossy. She got that alpha female thing going on, because that's who I attract. And I said, oh my gosh, y'all are going to be killing it with the videos, because I don't attract boring people. So I can teach y'all the mechanics. I can't teach y'all to have a personality. That's why I make it easy for myself by attracting fun people to me. So now that y'all cut those videos, the same thing that happened with me and you is going to happen with y'all and y'all's people. You just basically going to do regular schmegular videos about stuff. You're going to document your doggone day. You're going to do videos, okay? And then people are going to reach out to you, and a lot of stuff that the other reps in this company deal with, you're not going to deal with it. When people on other teams ask me, Kim, how do you deal with somebody saying, convince me? I don't have the answer, because I don't deal with that. By the time somebody reaches out to me, they know they want to do business with me. And that's not me being bossy. I mean, if you think that's what I'm saying, then I really don't care. It's just the truth, though. Yeah. I don't deal with half the crowd.
Yeah, because I didn't realize
come on.
Stuff until it started happening to me. Like, I'm like, people will reach out to me in the company and ask me certain questions, and I'm like, what? And not only that, just people that bought products from another rep and want me to help them. So I started to see all of what you went through, what you talked about. I was like, okay, because my time is important. I just, especially with me having twins, I just can't, let me stop, let me do this, let me do this, let me do this, let me do this. No, I'm not doing that.
It's so stupid to me that people get into network marketing for what they say is time freedom, and then they get into this a business, and then they have no time freedom because they're running around trying to be everything to everybody. And what I'm trying to show y'all is that if you do this in a strategic way, you can cut out a lot of the mess that most people deal with and just get straight to. There are so many people who want these products. There are so many people who want. I got two people. One, I just messaged somebody who is going to Zelle me money tonight for an order that I'm going to, she's like, okay, I'm going to Zelle you the money tonight. I'm going to ship that order out tomorrow. I messaged another person. I woke up to a testimonial, and the young lady is like, okay, I'm right now taking orders for people that I will place in the future. There are people that want to give you money. There are people that love these products. There are people, like, all these small problems. I can't even say problem. All this small minutia make me want to buy your stuff. What? You crazy. I don't have to make you want to buy. Why would I sit up here and entertain you? And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those people. I'm just saying you gotta choose how you want to spend your time. Time is finite. You only have 24 hours in the day. What you do with it, who you spend it with, how you spend it, that's up to you. What I want everybody to get is this is so much bigger than tea. And this is so much bigger than our company. I want y'all to build.
Oh my gosh, me and J Baby was talking about this morning.
I'm telling you.
How she was like, she was like, this is bigger. She was like, this is bigger than TLC. She was like, Kim wants so much for us. We was talking about the exact same thing. It's bigger than T.
I want y'all to build influence so that when y'all speak, people stop and they listen. Regardless of what you're speaking about. I want you to monetize every part of your life, which is so easy to do. I shouldn't say easy. So simple to do. In 2019, going into 2000, it's never been more simple to monetize every part of your life. But you got to put in the work.
Oh yeah, because I remember when for the first 2 years, because I always go back and I scale my business, because you know a lot of people, they quit. Oh, I ain't make no sales, I ain't do this, so they quit. But for me, I go back and look at my growth, and I'm like, okay, what could I have done better? Okay, what was I consistent? Did I, was I in my feelings? Was I depressed for 6 months? The reason why I'm not right here, and I'm saying all that to say, 2 years when I was in the business, I remember you would be like, Candy, you need to share your story. You need to do this. And I was like, I ain't sharing my story because I was very, very, very private. You know that. I was like, I will post that one picture of me and the boys, and you be like, will you please?
That picture from 1972, and you weren't even born in 1972. I said, where she get this old looking Olin Mills picture from?
and so and that's one thing I love about this business. I have become somebody that, like, I'm totally a different person. I look at my growth, but I'm saying all that to say, when I started to share my story, when people started to see my personality, when people started to see, oh, she likes to laugh, she's funny, she got her kids, they have special needs, she takes them to therapy. Like, when I started to share my life, even though I may felt like it was boring, I attracted those people to me. Exactly. And now I can tell I'm building influence versus 2 years ago. Oh no, none of it.
Exactly. You used to be happy just to sell one product. Now you're selling kits. Mm-hmm. And that's what it's about. It's about growing. And all I'm trying to do is get y'all to the money faster. But in doing so, you got to slow down to speed up. You got to assess what you're doing. And you got to pay attention to who you are talking to. My clients right now, I have the best clients. Right now. They're involving their husbands. They're telling their best friends. They're telling their coworkers. They're being patient with me. They're like, Kim, I know you with your son. Or Kim, I know it's the holidays, but when you have a chance. And it's totally different. It's totally different than when I first started. I'm not going to say the worst clients, but I would have people be like, I got a question, and if you don't message me back, I'm messaging 5 other reps and da-da-da-da. I mean, it's totally different now. And so I've learned what to do right and what to do wrong. And all I'm trying to do is get y'all got to do y'all's part. You got to stay in your personal development. You got to listen. You got to get that battlefield of the mind. You got to win the battlefield of the mind, and you got to do your personal development on your own time so that when I come to you with the mechanics, you are able to, you're still there. You're still standing to even receive the information I'm giving you, because I'm going to give you the shortcut. But I just want y'all to understand that as you start building this influence, people are going to come to you. They're going to get in your inbox, and they're going to ask you, and it's not even just about joining your team. It's also about being a customer. Some people are going to come and say, oh my gosh, I really love your video, and it really touched me, and it really this, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And you can spend all day talking to that person. But if you don't get to the meat of the situation, are they just talking to me because they like the video? Or are they talking to me because the video inspired them into action and they're ready to place an order? You can only help people to the extent that they will allow you to. And if somebody is not ready to place an order, that just means, they want you to do an impromptu version of Ayana Fix My Life. And you're not equipped to do that without them getting these products in their body. Like, how can you help somebody if they don't place an order?
That's true.
How can you help somebody if they don't get these products in their system and you don't see how their body responds to these products? You can't. So, sometimes, and it's par for the course. You got to take the good with the bad. Sometimes people are like, oh, I thought you would just listen. I don't have time to just listen, ma'am. I'm sorry. I don't have time. So I can be a friend from afar, but I will never be a fool. I cannot spend one-on-one time with someone who only wants to vent and doesn't want to take action to change the situation that they are venting about. I can't do it. I won't do it. And not only is it not a wise use of time, it's not a wise use of energy. You got to understand that every single time somebody unloads on you, they're unloading on you. Now you get off the phone, you feel heavy. You tired. You need a nap. You need a drink. Oh, no, baby. Nah. I'm not going to do it. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. It's only transferred. Don't let people emotionally take a dump on you. No. Without having a solution. Because when I first started the business, I let people do that. And you know what? They would always call me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would always call me for a re-up. In an effort to be a friend to everybody, I was messing up my finances because somebody would say, Kim, the last time I spoke to you, I just felt so good and I'm in a funk again. And I'd be like, what's wrong, girl?
And I like the fact that I really love how you tell us the mistakes and things that you've done, so we won't go through it. Like I said, we were just talking about earlier how, people will reach out to you about this, and that. And I, like, when you would tell me, I was like, because I wouldn't be going through it at the time, but when it actually happened, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad she told me because I know what to do. I know how to handle it. And I also see where you're coming from. So I appreciate that for real.
It's all good. I made enough mistakes for everybody. So I want y'all to learn from my mistakes, and not by repeating them. But I mean, don't get it twisted though. Do not think that if you don't do everything that a person wants you to do, that you're not being a friend to them. Sometimes the best type of friend is the friend that makes a person stand on their own 2 feet and make a doggone decision and holds their feet to the fire and makes them follow through on that decision. Sometimes that's the best type of friend you can be. Sometimes the best type of sponsor is the person who doesn't answer the question the minute you ask the question. Do you know how many times people inbox me and say, Kim, where is such and such? And then, you know me, half the time I'm asleep. So then 5 minutes later, they'll be like, that's okay, I found the answer. Guess what? I knew you would. Yeah. I knew you would because I don't recruit lazy people. So right. I knew you would. Now it's not to say I won't answer, but I don't jump every time somebody asks me a question. I'm constantly being asked questions. But you just have to work your business with a peacefulness, knowing that if you attract the right people, that they will do the right thing and everything will work out the way it should. It will work out for their benefit. If they have to work to find an answer, guess what? Next time they'll know. And if you have the time to answer them, that's cool too. But there's never like, I gotta go over here. Now I gotta answer this person. That's why this word overwhelmed is so overused.
And I also think too, that's why we have each other. We got our chats, our team chats and stuff, because you can just go in there and ask a question. It's not a right or wrong answer, and somebody else can help. That's what I love.
Exactly. The whole team is equipped. Yeah. The whole team. We got people that started. 2 people signed up yesterday and came into the WhatsApp chat. We got 2 brand spanking on Christmas Day. We got 2 brand spanking new people, and then we got people that been in there who's been with the team for 2+ years. So there's a wealth of knowledge there. Why it would be silly of me to feel like in an effort to be a friend or in an effort to be a great sponsor, I have to be everything to everybody at all times. Again, it's the battlefield of the mind. The minute you start thinking that, now you'll feel overwhelmed and you'll run yourself out of the business.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you get so stressed. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, what you're doing, though, I see your growth. And I see how, like I said, your video that you cut and put in your private group for Christmas, I ain't gonna lie, I was jealous.
I put that on my personal page too, man. But yeah.
Oh, you did? I said, look at this heifer. Oh, look at Daniel's son.
I work hard, though.
No, you do. I wasn't jealous in a bad way, but I was like, dang, that's a good video. I wish I had the skills to do that, but I don't. But no. It was really good, and you're giving better quality advice too. But just know that in 2020, your inbox is going to become way more full. And with the twins, and it's not just about your children, it's also about you. I want you to have time for yourself. I was talking with someone on the team last night, and I said, listen, you plot out your calendar. You put in your spiritual time, your time with your spouse alone, your time with the family as a whole, your time by yourself. And then you work the business in those pockets of free time in the meantime. But you can't just jumble it all up together. So, yeah, you got the twins. But even without the twins, I need you to partition out time for yourself. I'm a big fan of taking my time.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, always something.
And the only way you're going to be able to do this is to really get hardcore on who you spend your time with. When people get in your inbox, as your videos... like I said, they're sharper, they're cleaner, they're better. You're being more vulnerable. You're being more transparent, and you're going to attract a whole group of people to you that only you could attract. They don't want to be served by me. They want to be served by you. Now you're finally showing up the way that you should. They're going to come to you. And as they come to you, it's important that you know how to filter out the serious from the curious.